Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to 3Y TV. And tonight, it's race number 3 of the OSCA 2022 A Series. And here we are at the Iowa Speedway for the Aw Shucks 140. Aw Shucks corn, gotta love it. Here at Iowa.
Wasn't my best,
getting ready. Hey, it wasn't too bad.
Every week I struggle.
Well, again, we were talking before, and we'll have a 3-week break. But again, welcome to 3Y TV. I am your host, Mike Goodman. Along with me is Carlos Acosta. And tonight, finishing up practice here at Iowa. Right now, Nick Indelcato, who is filling in for Robert Hill in the 05, is on top of the leaderboard here tonight. And again, still pretty early here in this season of OSCA. And right now, leading the points is Tate Lytle and Johnny Eckert, Mr. Two-Time, in second place, 1 point back. But of course, if we rewind back to last week and some of the controversy that happened at the end of the race, involving the 69 of Patrick McConnell, kind of messing up his pit entrance, getting in front of Eckert, and kind of costing him the win. And just to note, he will get an EOL to start the night after last week. So that is the penalty issued to kind of pick up where we left off last Thursday night. And a bunch of guys filling in here this week. We have Ray Bracey. He's back filling in for Zach Evans once again. Fred Anderson in the 06 making his OSCA debut, filling in for Alex Kenton. And Davis Warren, he's filling in for Zishan Dura. And I thanks Google for this one, for my pronunciation of this. But in the 19 for Austin Beers, making his OSCA debut is Zach Skotnicki.
Hey, I did it!
Oh, there. Hey, you got the points up there. I like it. And I think two guys that are in the top 10 there. Ryan Gavel, unable to make it here tonight as well. Clay Cantrell, I think he filled in for maybe the Beers team last week. I believe he's filling in for Steven Schumann. And Seth Rawls is going to be in the 29, and Damian Leininger, who's kind of ran so far the every race in that 83 car for Johnny Thomas, will continue to do so. I believe Johnny Thomas will be making it at a later date. But we got under a minute to go here left in practice, and again, as I said, Indelcato in the 05 on top of the leaderboard here in practice. Damian Leininger in second, Tate Lytle third. Dallas Myhan fourth, and Casey Carrington in the 02. He is in fifth position at the moment. Kyle Walgren, fellow Wisconsin boy. Hopefully he's running that new Glarus car. You know, Wisconsin boys got to unite there a little bit. As long as Dusty Tour right behind him in seventh spot. And speaking of that OSCA debut in the 19, Zach Skotnicki, he's gonna run up front and probably make me try to fully properly pronounce that name all night. Vincent Isabella in ninth, and Zach Roethlisberger rounds out your top 10 here in practice. Getting ready to go qualifying here in just a few seconds, as now practice is over. Getting ready for the Aw Shucks 140 here at Iowa.
Starting to grow on me.
The Aw Shucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you certainly like it. I mean, it's if you would have had like a corn logo, if you could do that, it would sell a little bit more. But I think we all.
Do you want to run this broadcast?
No. I apologize for trying to give you some ideas here. I don't know. But thank you all for who's joining us here tonight. Maybe dual screening it with the duels at Daytona right now, live on FS1. And if you're only watching this, we'll give you some updates. I believe right now we're around lap 15.
Probably best we don't, just in case anybody is DVRing it
Oh,
or
yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good call.
I will say
Technology,
this.
man.
I think it's so far it's a little more exciting than the first duel.
Yeah, we can say that. I think that is official.
I don't really know what's going on because I have to work on producing, but I have it on my phone with no volume, so I'm seeing the cars go around and around.
Yeah, see, well, yeah, watch it there a little bit. There you see on the bottom of the screen, cars out on the racetrack here making their qualifying runs. For some reason, my scoring thing not coming up? Yeah, it's not working. Right now, Kyle Carlson is right now P1 at the moment in that 18 machine. Dylan Thomas, second place, still making their laps out here. There you see Seth Rawls in that 29 machine making his qualifying run. Let's see, trying to get that. Why isn't it doing it? And I was trying to see who that was. Johnny Eckert there, two-time. Trying to break back into victory lane. You know, he did sound pretty dejected. He always does get a little worried that he's not going to get back in victory lane, but the way he's been running so far, and again, only 2 races into the season, I think he should have a pretty good shot at getting victory lane at some point. Another guy looking to get victory lane, Vincent Isabella. David Westergreen in the 9, teammates there. And again, tonight, I think I did forget to mention, 2 halves per usual, 77 for the first half, 78 for the second. Top 10 will invert. And Chris Jordan currently on top of the leaderboard here in qualifying. And actually moved Tate Lytle up to the top. Ooh, and I feel is Jones coming out with a different color scheme every week with the land shark scheme? I mean I like he's consistent with the shark teeth on the front. Kind of Jones Rockingham winner last year. There's last week's pole sitter Dustin Dewar in that 32 Ford. And you know, if we were kind of watching it, Carlos, before practice or during practice before the broadcast started. And it almost seems like it's similar a little bit to last week. Is right when you get on a corner exit, you know, it seems like these guys slide a little bit. So hopefully, for whoever gets the pole, does not repeat what Dewar did last week. And you know, talked to Dewar a little bit before the race. Said he guarantees a pole or not, he's not going to do that again. And right now, he's currently sitting in 6th position on the leaderboard. Ooh, Zook coming close to the wall there. And now Damian Leininger, top of the charts. We've got about 50 seconds left to go. And there's DJ Dennis Weeks making his qualifying run. He sits 6th on the leaderboard as we speak right now. And there's Nick Indelcato, the 05, yet to make a qualifying lap.
Probably won't.
Guy who was fastest in practice. Oh, he does like starting in the back, doesn't he? He likes to see if he can work his way through the field. And right now, 31 cars making time. At least 33 cars joining the session here tonight. I believe 32 will be running as Dylan Gooden. Once again, it will be a start and park entry here tonight. Accumulating a little points as we go along, and qualifying has completed. Getting ready, getting gridded up here for half number 177 laps here to start off the Aw Shucks 140. And there you see the qualifying results. Last week's half 2 winner Tate Lytle rolling off 3rd behind the front row of Leininger and Isabella. Another good qualifying run for Roethlisberger. Seems like he's up front almost week in and week out as of late. Chris Jordan, good qualifying run there in the 4 car as well. Kyle Carlson, he's got a Minnesota team I can get behind. He's got a Minnesota wild card out there tonight. I saw that in practice, so attaboy. At least he got the that purple team off his car this week. And then Clay Cantrell filling in for Schumann gets in the 11th position. Good qualifying run for him as well. Going through more of the order here. See Timothy Conrad in that 35 car. He's in 16th position. Westergreen's got a little bit of work to do back in that 21st position. He's got to work his way up through the field. And hey, our co-pilot in a few races last season, Nicholas Monticelli, he'll be rolling off 23rd, and then Rashid Coles starting alongside in that 54. Machine to see look through the rest of the running order here. The Land Shark Kyden Jones, 25th. See Zach Skotnicki. Whoa, I almost mispronounced that, in 28th. There you see Nick Indelcato. Look for him to be fast. Usually about anything he runs, he's pretty quick. He'll be rolling off 32nd, and I would expect him to roll up through the field in a pretty quick hurry. And there was your starting lineup for half number 1 as the pace car is getting ready to roll off. And
you told Patrick McConnell missed the start.
Oh, Patrick McConnell missed the start. Maybe that might have something to do with punishment. But did you have that fixed camera on pit road just in case Damian, spun off pit road again? Nah, it was me.
Not just for Damian, just in case anybody spun out of pit road.
Yeah,
guess what? Nobody spun out. We're all good here.
Yeah, it's becoming
your doggo agrees.
Tradition. It's at least once a season, I think that it happens. But luckily tonight, not the case. And on these short tracks, we'll be getting 2 pace laps as getting the 1 to go symbol as they hit the stripe.
If I had a nickel for every time I saw somebody in the front row spin out during the pace laps, I'd have 10 cents. But it's weird that it's happened twice.
Yeah, you don't see it very often, especially from the front row. Sometimes there might be a guy that is kind of not paying attention, maybe picking his nose before all of a sudden he sees the field pulling away and he hammers down pit road. Yeah, see, there you go. But yeah, I suppose I'm not one to qualify in the pole very often, so maybe you just get a little amped up and then around she goes. Who knows? But anywho, getting ready to start this event off. Damian Leininger, Isabella on the front row. They're going to lead us to the green flag. 77 laps of OSCA Series action coming at you. And the green flag's out. Damian's on the loud pedal, and there you go. See the 33 car field rolling underway, and Damian getting a pretty good shot, trying to get to that top side.
No.
Oh, we got a caution. Oh, right away. Oh, Eckert involved. Frustrating start. I believe that is the 54 of Rashid Coles that was involved in the wreck as well. Ooh, excuse me. I kind of missed to that other car that was involved in the carnage there.
Brad Anderson, I'm saying.
Oh, yes. 06. Oh, yeah. Just getting a little aggressive on the start, getting into Coles. Trying to force the issue, making it 3 wide. And he really got a good jump in that 06.
Actually, no. That was a checkup.
That was a checkup. And yeah, in the 06, not anticipating it and getting together. And it doesn't look like too much damage on any of the cars there. Rashido getting in the wall, that's pretty slick. And then actually it looks like Eckert kind of locked it down. Maybe made a little bit of contact with the outside wall. Oh, and you see the rear bumper cover on the 06. Now not there. Oh boy.
Oh, you got half number 2.
So, yeah, I always got half number 2, and and being a shorter track, a little bit over 3/4 of a mile, arrow might not be huge. I mean, it's going to hurt you a little bit with that damage, but should get back out there and maybe be somewhat competitive to round out here the night. And Damian never really got going. Going to hang on to the lead. Isabella second, Tate Lytle third, Roethlisberger fourth, and Chris Jordan rounding out the top 5 at the moment. We are on lap 3 of 77. Dog's barking in the background. She's all excited here for the racing action.
Yeah, hey, if we are here at 3Y TV, we are dog lovers, animal lovers. So let the puppies bark.
Yeah, it's it gets a little annoying here off in my end of the booth, but hey, dogs need attention too, I suppose. Some more than others. But anyway, so really not able to get going. Seeing, I think what we're gonna see here too, once we go back to green flag action, a lot of the cars are gonna migrate towards that top side. Seen that a lot during practice, and Iowa's usually a tough track to get that bottom line rolling to make passes, especially how slick these cars can be on corner exit. Especially the off turn 4. It wouldn't seem like it would be that bad, but I've had many spinouts here at Iowa trying to put a little bit more gas down to complete a pass, and it's almost got to do the old Kyle Larson slide job to get the job done. And can be tricky, can be chaotic. So might not be the only yellow flag we see here tonight, as the field is doubling up, getting ready to go back green, and hopefully we make it a little bit past, a couple thousand yards here for green flag action this time. We'll restart the race here on lap 6. But again, keep an eye out on that top 10. That will be the invert spot for half number 2. Kyle Carlson currently holding on to that 10th spot, which I believe is where he started. And the pace car truck is off. We're getting ready to go back to green flag racing. And Damian, well, he waited. He held that field up. They're going to say 2 by 2. Damian's going to get the advantage going into 1, though. Tate's trying to follow suit side by side with Vincent Isabella for that second spot.
Oh,
but as you
no.
see that top side, oh, Isabella.
Caution is out.
Speeds out of the corner, and the caution is out. We got a little bit farther this time. And Scott Nicky in the 19. He might have been involved in that. So another caution here early on. Oh, the Mohawk Foundation. My hand might have been part of it as well. 3 wide going into 1. See if that's where it starts. Oh, looks like Scott Nicky comes down on Jones.
Oh, the cone.
Tepe and the poor cone, and Tepe lost his hood there as well. That contact.
Ooh, was not clear.
Yeah, it was not clear. Maybe, I think the 17, he was getting a good run on the exit of Jordan Tarble.
Yo, that's a big number 19.
That is. I think that is. And if Beers is watching, that is like the model after his 19 modified that he runs at, man, I'm going to get the name of the track wrong, in Pennsylvania. Mahoney Valley, I believe. That was my attempt at it. Of course, also competing in the NASCAR Whelen Modified Series. So maybe not going to be running a full-time schedule, having the second week in a row where he's gotten a sub. And still seeing the 19 car out there. Pretty cool for the Beers Motorsports team. But up front, Fat Racing and Sad Racing leading the way.
The Depression
Make the
Racing
front
Network.
3. Yeah, Depression. I keep forgetting that Depression Racing Network with Damian Leininger, Vincent Isabella, and Tate Lytle up front. Outlaw Racing and 4th. And I kind of lost the sheet for the teams, so I can't really say offhand what Chris Jordan, what team he's on. I kind of forgot. So I apologize for that. I'll get an updated list here again for next week because I kind of dropped the ball on having the list here tonight. So we are on. Oh, yeah. Oh, and you had to play that meme for that. I deserve it. That chili looks so good too, Kevin. Come on. So right now, the pace truck leading the pack more than anything so far. And hopefully as they get used to kind of running in the pack here, get a little bit more green flag action. And you know, now I think the name of your race, Carlos, is becoming more appropriate the way this is starting off. I'm sure there's a couple aw shucks moments early on in the going here. So I think now it's becoming more appropriate, you know, not just along with the corn as well.
I don't think shucks is the S word people are using here when the caution comes up.
I mean, the censored version, the you know, the PG-13 or you know maybe just PG. I think
there's nothing PG-13 about Chucks.
Well, I mean, yeah, because I think in PG-13 movies you're allowed to use like 1 or 2 like straight up curses, can't you? I don't know the rules
I
on
know
that.
what I'm doing under this caution.
Are you looking it up?
I am. One agreed.
Here we go. 1 degree. I think that's maybe the general. I don't know if it's a written law or just kind of the gentleman's code in Hollywood. I don't know. But Damian Leininger choosing that top side. As you've seen the run that Vincent Isabella got on Tate Lytle on corner exit on the first restart after the first caution. So I think you're going to see probably from this point out a lot of the leaders under these cautions, these restarts, choose that outside line. And it's almost right where Damian's running now.
You can say the F word once.
Oh, in a PG-13 movie. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Just once.
Just once, but hopefully one more time we get a restart. Hopefully get at least 1 lap of green flag racing in as Damian takes the lead. They going down through turns number 1 and 2. See if they get through cleanly here. Damian, Vincent, Isabella come through without any major issue. Looks like we're gonna make it. We're gonna get 1 lap in. As Vincent's gonna look on the inside, but I don't think he's gonna get the run out of the corner. Maybe want to save those tires a little bit too. That bottom side might wear them out just a little bit more, trying to drift up. So he's gonna tuck in right behind Leininger, going down the backstretch. And Roethlisberger moves up to 3rd. Tate Lytle, we've seen him on that last restart, tending for 2nd. He's dropped back into 5th, maybe just trying to settle in here a little bit early on in the going. Right now, Damian, I mean, he's been leading, been up front for quite a few laps. Maybe hasn't gotten always the finishes to show for it. Looking to change that tonight. And another guy who's trying to turn his season around here a little bit is that 1 car, Vincent Isabella. Once again, he's gonna be side by side with Damian going down into turn number 1. Can he make that car stick? Damian's gonna pinch him down on corner exit. Oh, he's gonna have to. He made Vincent get off the gas. Almost made contact. Luckily, our friend called Netcode didn't get involved in that one. Able to keep it going. Almost got close enough there to exchange paint. Now, Zach Roethlisberger's on the pounce. He's gonna look on the inside of Vincent Isabella going into 1. I think Vince is going to try to pinch him down, but he drifted too much out of the corner, but did get a good run, and he's going to clear Roethlisberger. And again, now while these two cars are battling, Chris Jordan in the 4, he's just waiting to see how this all plays out, and maybe take advantage of a couple spots as well. And I think especially on these longer runs, Iowa can eat tires if you drive these cars too hard, so it's going to be a balancing act here tonight. Maybe that's why we see Tate dropping back, saving those tires. But Damien right now, Damien Leininger, has led every lap so far. And ooh, as we go to the 3-wide TV multicam, 3 wide, going into 1. And that's the nice thing about Iowa, and that's why I really meant almost contact. Whoo-hoo. Between Monticelli and Indelcato. Indelcato again starting in the back, trying to work his way up through the pack. He's up to 19th at the moment. Finally getting some green flag laps to try to work his way through the field. Now he's got his eyes set on Timothy Conrad in that 35. And Indelcato, he's a guy where you think he's burning his tires up, but he is a very good driver, very good at this sim, and he can do a balancing act to run with just about anybody. And almost contact, I believe, right behind the battle we're watching between Scott Nicky and Rawls coming out of the corner. I believe that was Rawls that was alongside of him. And just an update, Johnny Eckert, we've seen him get involved in that first caution. He did get around Scott Nicky. He's in the 23rd position, right behind these guys we're watching on the top of your screen. And on the bottom, you see Vincent Isabella once again trying to look on the inside. He's seen a little bit of right side damage to his car as well, getting into the outside wall. And one thing, oh yeah, that's right. That's right when the caution came out, he got on the outside wall.
He hit that a ton. I'm not too surprised he's up here in second.
You know, there's one thing about Vincent. That car could have 3 wheels on it. He's going to be driving, probably trying to get it down to 0. He's gonna give it 100% all the time. He is a hard charging kid, really coming into his own as you see him running for that second spot, trying to get the lead over Damien. See some, did I see like a junior and like a Jamie McMurray Bush scheme in the back of the pack there in the bottom of the screen? It just kind of flabbergasted me there, but interesting. And there you see that 05 still charging through the field. There's Tate Lytle, drop back to 6, kind of settling in there. He's got his Depression Racing Network teammate behind him, and Dustin Dewar running in that 7th position. Up front, though, I mean, it's still Damien holding a spot, but Vincent Isabella not letting him get too far away. And these guys right behind him, Roethlisberger, Jordan, and Dylan Thomas, starting to close in, maybe trying to make this a 5-car battle for the lead. And, oh! 69 to Patrick McConnell going a lap down. And Thomas running that high line, which McConnell was giving room for the other cars. Almost collided, made contact there. Looks like he's a little off the pace. Might have had some damage there from one of the earlier incidents. But after 2 crazy restarts, that we really didn't get a green flag lap until about lap 7 or so. Rolling along pretty good here. Hopefully I didn't jinx it by saying that. Now you see Vincent Isabella kind of dropping back a little bit, falling into the clutches of Zach Roethlisberger, Jordan, and Thomas. Trying to hold him off. Well, there's that 0-2. There's that McMurray scheme I was looking at.
Oh, no!
Oh, and around there goes the junior car I was talking about as well. He goes around. And we do have a caution, and oh, some hard hit for the inside wall for the 07 to Jordan Peeler. Tough break for him. And trying to, what number is that?
Huh, I don't know what number he is.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who that is as well. I figured out who the Casey Carrington and the O2. That's the McMurray scheme. Who's the junior scheme? That's not Davis Warren in the no. It might be a custom number that I broke into there. So we'll try to figure out who that man is as we see pit stops coming underway as they dive down pit road. Damian leads them out.
The 24. Yeah,
the
Clay
24.
Control.
And the Dale Jr. throwback from 2014. One of the most beautiful cars. Loved it. And
I'll put up the replay after pit stops.
We'll get the pit stop, see who's going to win the race off pit road. I've seen, was that a car that maybe missed a pit box that just shot out there? Maybe took 2 tires, not sure.
No, he missed. Yeah, he missed
the box.
Stall. Yeah.
And wow, what a good stop there for Dylan Thomas. I believe Leininger still won the race off pit road, but I think Thomas is going to gain a couple positions. My scoring's acting a little funky right now. We'll get that sorted out here in a second. I believe it was the 70 that Mrs. Pitbox, if I've seen that correctly. We'll take a look at the replay before we get the orders straightened out. So 3 wide coming out of 2.
Oh!
Oh!
That, I mean, yeah, they made contact, but that was Netcode shoving that car like that.
Yeah, and you know, even despite the netcode, it looked like Contrell maybe pinched down Westergreen a little bit, because I mean, out of that corner, you got to drift up off that yellow line a little bit. And Contrell not giving the most room, but yeah, it looked like netcode was a part of it. And poor Peeler, nowhere to go, makes that contact, gets spun around. I thought he maybe hit the inside wall, but yeah, missed that front bumper after that contact. And unfortunate for him, got some heavy damage to that 07 car as well. But interesting here as I believe the 05 stayed out on the racetrack. And he's going to inherit the lead here over Damian Leininger, Dylan Thomas 3rd, Isabella 4th, and Roethlisberger 5th. So I believe we'll have one more caution lap after we complete this one here. You're going back to green. So we're gonna see what I said earlier that Delgado is good at saving tires without making a pit stop. We'll see how true that is here. With guys on fresh tires right behind him.
He made a pit stop on lap 8.
Oh, tricky! Didn't see that. My scoring shows Vincent Isabella leading, so I think my thing's all screwed up. I'm gonna close it and restart it. That says the same thing.
That's me, like you gotta get good. What a green!
1 lap to green. Seems like my scoring's glitched out, so I'm not gonna go off of that. And there you see Delgado choosing that outside lane. So still, I mean, he pinned it under that last caution. Still has about 20 laps or so of green flag action on those tires. Let's see how he does with that clean air. And he'll have that top side to roll out at turn number 2 on the start. Looks like a little bit of damage too on the right side of that car as well. Shouldn't affect it too much. We're about to find out as the pace truck's diving onto pit road. And there he goes. We're getting ready to go back green, and what a jump by Indelcato. We're back to green flag racing here on lap number 34. He's going right down to the inside. A couple car lengths lead over Damian Leininger, but man, it looks like those guys on fresh tires are looking to pounce, and Damian's going to go on the inside. Here in quarter 4, he's going to make quick work. So is Isabella. Looks like Thomas is as well. Ooh, it looks like almost contact between the 03 and the 1 as we look out the back of Damian Leininger. And I think maybe the big goal here for Indelcato was maybe just trying to work through that traffic, trying to get a little bit of track position, staying out as best as he can, and hoping maybe for a bit quicker caution because he's dropping back through the pack pretty quickly right now with those older tires. And with this little bit older surface on the Iowa Speedway, can be pretty abrasive on those tires. Carpenter, I believe. Yeah, in 71. Might have got a little loose out of turn 4. I've warned you guys about that. And Isabella right where he left off last restart. Trying to get to the lead, but here comes Dylan Thomas in that 03 on the inside, charging hard. He's going to try to use the good out of those Goodyear tires to get to the lead, and maybe once he gets up there, set the pace there a little bit. And nothing quite getting done so far for a pass for the lead, as Damian's still in control for now most of this race. Can't say all of it now, but Dylan Thomas still taking a peek on the inside every once in a while, trying to make that move, as we now are on lap 39 of 77 here in half number 1, and we're going to the 3-wide TV multi-cam. Looking about mid-pack or so. My scoring's really screwed up right now, so I can't even go off of where Monticelli's running right now. But you can see it also on top of the screen. 18th. See, mine says there's 3 cars like disappeared. The top 3 are not registering on mine. Weird. As now we do see a pass for the lead. Dylan Thomas does take over that top spot. Isabella's trying to follow suit once again. He's been having a tough time trying to pass Damian all night long and can't quite get by him. But that 03, seen him in victory lane already. Yeah, that was last week at Homestead. Half number 1. Trying to get up there, set the pace, save those tires. And kind of hoping that the 83 and the 1 kind of burn their tires up, trying to get around each other. Damian still trying to take a peek on the inside, but Dylan choosing that high line, getting that good shot of the corner. And oh, I believe that was the 6 car that got in the wall of Ray Bracy, again filling in for Zach Evans. Let's see if we hang on to it. That's still almost looking 2x2 here through the back of the pack. He still rolled off the caution. See Kyle Walgren, Nicholas Monticelli on top of your screen battling for position. Still up front, Dylan Thomas. But those top 3 not separating too far away at the moment. You see Johnny Eckert really trying to work his way back up to the field right around 22nd. I mean, he might have moved up there. Scoring still kind of screwed up for him. You'll see it on the side of the screen there, live time, if they're on your left. and it doesn't appear getting too much damage off of on Johnny's car, but I think, you know, it goes back to why Indelcato stayed out, just the track position. You know, and we've seen even like Isabella trying to make that pass for the lead, couldn't quite do it. So you might see, especially if maybe get better timed cautions in half number 2, or see some different strategies from here on out. Maybe some guys swinging for the fences, because I think track position is going to be a premium for the rest of the night. All I'll say is something happened in the duels, and that's not good with the part shortage for somebody. If you're tuning in, you'll see who that was. Damian Leininger takes the lead. He shoots away. I was looking at the duels too long there. I apologize. So retakes that top spot, and now shoots out to a pretty good advantage. And we do have a caution out, and Indelcato with the spin couldn't hang on with those older tires. And that will bring the caution out here on lap 49. So rough night, trying to work his way up through the field, stayed out on those older tires. So far, not quite paying off for that number 05, Nick Indelcato.
I'll wait till after pit stops.
And we're going to wait till after pit stops. I see how it is. See, you know how screwed up my scoring is? I have 2 people in first, 2 people in second, 2 people in third. I don't even know why I'm still looking at it. It's really wacky. As you see, Damian's going to lead him down pit road here. I believe there might have been DJ Weeks that stayed out on the racetrack. I've seen one car electing to stay out.
Yep, Dennis Weeks.
As we'll see who can get on and off pit road the quickest here. Damian's got that best spot, first pit box, where he's just pretty much got to dump the clutch, get across that line. That's the green cone, not the yellow one that's right in front of him. I believe that's where it used to be, like back in my day, but now they moved out a little bit, so that first pit stall isn't quite the advantage, but here it still is. As he's going to roll off, he's going to lead the race off pit road, and I believe Dylan Thomas just beat out Isabella by a fender, as you see the rest of the field rolling off pit road, completing their pit stops here. There's 2 leaders, I believe still DJ Weeks leading this race after staying out. Boy, I thought my scoring almost came back to normal. And here we'll take a look and see what happened. Looks like Indelcato trying to make that move on Dewar on that inside. Maybe, was that a little net code between the 29 and Indelcato's car just looked upset from about the center of that corner. Just didn't get quite a good roll off. He arced it down. Maybe had to check up a little bit for Dewar, and yeah. Just got a little squirrely there in that Mohawk Foundation Ford. And I do see we have some fans out there cheering on their favorite drivers here in the drivers chat. Got some Team Wally fans, some Team Weekend Woodsman. You know, the Team Weekend Woodsman. I think I said it after Daytona. I didn't know if you were sponsored. Realized you're a team. And I shaved my beard. I trimmed my beard a little bit, so I don't know if I still qualify to be a Weekend Woodsman. But yeah, there we go. And then we also have a fan of the driver in the 10 car filling in for Zishan Dura. And I was going to get that up. I couldn't remember who filled in for the 10. Apologies. Davis Warren Of course. Filling in for Zishan Dur here tonight. I believe, is that? That's him. Oh, see, I get why that's. I thought it was a 70. Is he doing the old duct tape over the numbers, turning the 70 into a 10? Davis Warren's car. Kind of what it looks like from this vantage point. Oh, now he's blinking in and out. So while we're under yellow here, well, before we go back to green, just a reminder, you can join part of the 3Y TV pit crew for 99 cents a month. You can send us the emotes. And you do get, what was it, one free super chat? Am I getting a little bit better?
One free super chat a month.
A month. So be sure to sign up today. And the weekend woodsman said, I still got a beard. It's just not as creepy long as it used to be. It used to be inches long. It was about a year's worth of growth. And now, well, for me, it's probably a common man's month, or common man's 6 months, but for me, it's like a week. Anyway, Pace Trucks diving down pit road. DJ Weeks, Davis Warren staying out, taking the green flag, jumping the gun there. DJ Weeks getting a good start. Davis Warren in and out. Connection issues there, maybe for the 10. Trying to hold on as Damien's going to get by. Move into that second spot. And hopefully he's not blinking that bad for those guys on the track. Now you see Damien almost blinking there, in and out just a little bit. And as we've seen with those older or fresher tires being key, Damien's gonna charge right away, going down into turn number 1 and make quick work of that 97. And he'll get by, and looks like Dylan Thomas will get alongside down the back stretch. Move Thomas up into the second position. But Thomas is not quite done there yet either, as he was looking on the inside, didn't quite get that run off. He was driving in pretty deep there through turns 3 and 4. So now 22 laps to go. And, oh! Caution is out. Rawls coming back up the track. Nice save not to come across the traffic there for the 29 to get more cars involved there. What a job, as it looked like he was heading right towards the field, right into the racing groove. Went up there a little bit, but could have been a lot worse. I believe Warren was the other victim in that wreck, and we'll take a look on the 3Y TV replay. And oh, speaking of 3 wide, there we are. Ooh, contact between Rawls and the O2. And Warren looked like a internet bystander. Oh man, Rawls almost getting back up into Kynan Jones. And I don't know if those shark teeth might have been screaming for help, but yep, just ran out of room. And Warren, I don't know, internet issues, we've seen it coming. But again, an attaboy to the 29 for wheeling that thing to preventing that from being only a 2-car incident there. Now we see DJ Weeks coming down pit road, as we see Damian Leininger, our leader, staying out on the racetrack. So now this is where we're going to start seeing maybe different strategies. I don't know if anyone else throughout the rest of the pack made pit stops there. My scoring is screwed up. But now is maybe the time to see if those fresh tires will pay off. Right time to do it with about 20 or so laps to go. I'm going to try to get an update. We've seen Indelcato, he's back up into the 16th position as of right now, after being involved in that last caution. These two boys, they're teammates Monday night in the OSCA series, but right now they're battling here for the win in the closing laps. of half number 1 of the Aw Shucks 140. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. And now that the duels have been completed, hopefully we'll see some more of you out here. Ooh, I got to attaboy from the Weekend Woodsman, since I trim my beard to grow it back. Got quite a few fans of the 6 car out there as well. And again, that is Ray Bracey filling in for Zach Evans here tonight. And Deanna, hopefully I'm pronouncing that name probably incorrectly, but yeah, tough break there for Warren there on the last caution. Just nowhere to go. And hopefully for half number 2 can get that internet stabilized a little bit. And again, one of the best things that I like about the OSCA series is that, night looks bad here in half number 1. We get to go another half and maybe salvage the night there a little bit. Or if you're having a good night, double down and do it twice. Now, I guess the only downside is if you can just have a really bad day. And I think we're gonna get the 1 to go signal here.
1 to green.
1 to green. And we do have Davis Warren Infield Care Center.
Ooh, bring him up.
We'll bring him up here quick. Let's see.
Or actually,
Davis Warren.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, we are going green, but Davis.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
What happened
He's
to your
off
vantage
track.
point?
I was just down low and got, I think it was 27, just came down on us, and nothing we really could do there. So kind of on us for staying out, but is what it is.
Yeah.
We'll get him next race.
Yeah, you had to try something a little different, and didn't quite pan out this time. But at least we got you in here. We have Deanna out there in the YouTube chat rooting for you, so letting them know that you're okay. Good to go here.
Yeah.
Hopefully get back out there for half number 2.
Yeah, sorry about her. She is kind of crazy, but thanks for watching, Mom. I'm gonna get in trouble for that one.
Yep. As we are back under green, Damian Leininger gets a good jump. But Davis, if you could tell a little bit how the cars are handling out there, is track position going to be a big factor kind of moving forward here?
Yes and no. I mean, I think the track position matters, but I think if everybody will just take care of their tires, I think that's going to be a bigger key here. Then again, we're also not getting a lot of green flag runs at this point, so it's kind of hard for tire wear to matter a whole lot. But I mean, does it matter? Yeah, but I think moves can be made. I think we'll I don't want to say easier, but it's more doable than people think.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this plays out. But thanks for joining us up here and seeing that you're all right, released from the Infield Care Center, and best of luck to you in half number 2. And I think you owe your mom some flowers now as well. Oh, we see a spin.
Ooh, yeah. Thanks for having me. I'll let y'all do your thing.
All right, Davis Warren checked and cleared from the Infield Care Center, but we do see a spin, and that is Clay Cantrell in the 2488 car on the track. We'll take a look and see exactly what happened. And just side by side. Oh! That looked like kind of a racing deal there. It looked like maybe 24 came down a little bit. Oh, 02 came up. And we'll take a look out of the rear bumper cam there. And again, it's so hard for that car on the bottom to stay down low. And sometimes when you're on that top side, kind of want to arc it down, don't want to drift up too high to the wall. And there, you see the contact made. Didn't look like too much damage involved in that wreck. I'm gonna keep it going here. So now we're getting down there, almost getting to 10 laps to go here in half number 1. And as Davis was saying, not a lot of green flag racing so far, so it's going to be interesting. You know, a lot of these cars staying out. I think track position at this point for a lot of these guys in the top 10 is going to be a little bit more important. Yeah, and it's always one of the tricky things here of Iowa as well, is it's wider than generally most of the short tracks. It's, you know, again, close to a mile in length, 0.88 miles. And it can be deceptive of how wide you can go. 3 wide, you know, it's doable, but once it bottlenecks so much coming out of the corners, even though there's a lot of space, but the racing groove and where the momentum will carry you is where things can get a little crazy. And I think that's what we've seen a lot here tonight so far. But who do we got here? Who do you got at home? Damian Leininger, who's dominated most of the race. Dylan Thomas, we've seen him get around him a couple times so far here tonight. 83 dominating most of the race. We have Vincent Isabella, who's you know, he's been knocking on the door of getting busting through. Hasn't been able to quite complete that pass for the lead yet. And of course, Chris Jordan. Nice to see him. You know, oh man, I feel like I'm gonna jinx him now. But nice to see him having a you know, at least a good solid 3/4 of a half here. It seems like it comes few and far between from getting involved in some craziness. So good to see him running up front. Tate Lytle in 5th, Dallas Myhan 6th, Roethlisberger 7th, Carrington in that 0-2 in 8th. And Johnny Eckert has worked his way up into the top 10 in 9th spot. And then David Westergreen in that number 9 machine, rounding out your top 10. And uh-oh, you know, it was probably from a little earlier, but Davis Warren's mom said, "Watch it, son." Ooh, I never liked when my mom said that, so I hope Davis is going to be, yeah, you know, he got cleared from the infield care center, but you know, he might need to have to go back in there if if mom has anything to say about it.
Doctor, please, I need you to check me out one more time. I just can't go home right now.
You know, and also, a fun fact here in the YouTube chat. You can join in the fun here. Ray Bracey once punched a grizzly bear in the face just for walking and talking. And then, hey, Mohawk Foundation, good to see you in here again tonight. Go Team Boobies, all right. And good cause there. Got Dallas Myhan currently running in the 6th position. They got a dog in the fight up front there. As now we are 1 lap to go to green. Field doubling up. As you see, Nick Indelcato again after that spin. Another Mohawk Foundation Ford currently in that 12th spot. So hopefully they can get up there, and hopefully Davis Warren will be okay after Mama gets a hold of him. As we're going to get back going, green flag racing. And oh, Damian jumps the gun there once again, gets a good restart. Now with 8 laps to go. And that's going to leave 3 wide between Jordan, Isabella, and Thomas for at least a second.
Uh-oh.
And caution is out, and Carpenter, I believe, was the one going around.
Guys, I have work tomorrow.
This is only half number 1, boys. Easy. These guys are at it. They're about as crazy as my dog was earlier. Got to put him on a leash.
Who was that got loose?
Down. I believe Carpenter was involved, and I heard the apology before we went pan to the car in the driver's chat. Not quite sure what happened there. The Peeler getting in the back end of Carpenter, spinning him around.
Why would Carpenter be apologizing?
Oh, someone apologized to Carpenter.
Oh.
That's all I heard. No, I'm sorry. I probably didn't make that clear. But I'm kind of surprised that brought a caution. He didn't look like he got... No, he got pretty sideways.
Yeah, he got pretty. Yeah.
But didn't lose that much speed. He's got a nice save there for the 71. And again, minimizing the carnage that could have ensued.
Looked a little bit like Takumi Fujiwara there for a moment.
Able to keep it going, but hey, we got we down to gonna be getting close to a natural green-white checker by the time we go back to green flag racing. And see the Mohawk Foundation, they watch the duels.
Yeah,
Just
like we did.
Yeah, like we did.
No, we're not going to talk about what happened in the duels.
No.
Maybe after the broadcast is over, you're going to have a small chat.
Yeah. and yeah, so no spoilers, Mohawk Foundation. There might have been people in the chat that weren't watching the duels.
Wonder Green.
Field will double up here. As per usual, Damien choosing that outside line. And we'll settle this. They take the green flag, 4 laps to go. It's like the XXL version of green and white checkered. I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway.
Yeah.
Can Damian Leininger hold off Dylan Thomas? We've seen the leaders from that outside lane get a pretty good jump right as the pace car dives off where it's legal. But do you think guys are going to start to time this out? We're about to find out. As the pace car dives down pit road. Oh, Damian gets a good jump. Kind of slowed it up, then punched it. He doesn't want people to figure out the timing of his restart. And a great restart going down into 1. Dylan Thomas falling into the clutches of Isabella, coming out of turn 2 side by side. Oh, no! There's a car around. Oh, and Delgado, I believe Westergreen got loose. Clay Control, the 0-2 hits the inside wall.
Oh, it's a big one.
Peeler. Oh, this is the big one indeed. Rasheed Coles, I think, again involved. Oh, Ray Bracey. Oh. That was almost a version of punching the grizzly bear in the face.
Oh, no, son of.
But trying to get turned around, and there's a lot of cars and chaos going on here. So now we'll go into overtime. Looks like 3 wide. Ooh, looks like maybe Westergreen came down, and Delgado came up. Clay Cantrell really nowhere to go.
Carrington had literally nothing to do with that.
Yeah, it was, I think, just trying to lock it down and miss some of these wrecks. Oh, poor Clay had nowhere to go. Or Cantrell, I'm sorry. Carrington. Wow.
You okay?
I'm still trying to. My timing screen's like half right, half the time, and it moved on me. It's moving a lot. As there is Cantrell, the 24. That's what I was maybe talking about. No,
that seemed a bit weird. Like that was probably. I don't know if maybe there was a check. I mean, the wreck was ahead of them, but it just seemed like they would have been making contact regardless. Yeah.
Yeah, it just washing up off the corner, and Cole's nowhere to go. And kind of insult to injury to the 0-2 of Carrington getting a little bit of contact. Adam Peeler, rough night for him. Getting involved in another one. Luttrell. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that would have been contact no matter what. And, ooh, yeah, a couple cars even in the back that I didn't really see right away. The 06, Fred Anderson. Getting involved as well, just trying to avoid a lot of the carnage. I believe that was the 72 at Lineman.
Evans is about to be a very angry car owner.
Yeah, not a good night. Dog is freaking out in the background there. Yeah, looks got through it. Indelkato making contact. Slide. Almost had it saved. Oh! Westergreen close to making contact with the 6. And oh, yeah, probably didn't even see. I believe that was Lineman coming through.
We're going to take a very, very small break. We'll be right back for the restart. Oh, my bad. We're 1 to green already.
Seemed like they might have shortened the caution there up a little bit. Yep, they shortened the caution laps there, so we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Oh, so, hey, we both got dogs freaking out. Here's Damian Leininger leading the race off of 2 to go. Oh, Dylan Thomas not with the best restart. As Vincent Isabella look on the inside, Tate Lytle up high. Damian's pulling away. He's liking what he sees. Oh! Isabella pushes up the track, gets into Tate. There's the big one on the backstretch. Dewar's involved. Westergreen's involved. Half the field's involved. And
it's over.
It's over. Coming to the line. This is going to be a lot to sort out here.
Oh no! I'm not gonna have a replay. If it's over, I'm not gonna have a replay.
Oh no! As Damian gets the win.
Let's see if I can quickly get it before it's over.
Hopefully we can get it. Dylan Thomas is second, scored second. Johnny Eckert third. Chris Jordan fourth. Nick Indelkato comes home fifth. DJ Weeks 6. Kynan Jones 7th. Brett Jones 8th. Kyle Walgren 9th. And Zach Skotnicki rounds out your top 10. Wow.
And that's it. No more replays.
Oh man! So now we move to the nighttime portion of the event as we enter the 4-minute warm-up.
Go over the results.
And I believe did we run out of time? I'm hearing there's a big
think
controversy.
that's what
there
happened.
We see the result. Ran out of time in half number 1. So there you see the finishing order. So Skotnicki will be on the pole here for half number 2. And man, a couple of good top 10 runs vanished quickly right at the end there. Roethlisberger, Dewar were right up there at the end, getting involved in that big last lap crash that took out most of the field. And unfortunately not getting that replay, but you see how jumbled up the orders got. Johnny Eckert, who did crack into the top 10. Maybe not having the best night. I believe even said last week was not one of his favorite racetracks. Doesn't really have it down, but able to dodge most of the chaos, come home in that 3rd position. Chris Jordan, again, talking about how bad luck he has generally in the OSCA series, able to sneak through, get that solid top 5, and Indelkato, a very eventful. I think he must have ran about in every position here tonight, 1st through 33rd, and he comes home with the top 5. DJ Weeks, we've seen him lead a few laps, staying on pit road as well, coming home in 6th. And how about those Jones brothers that aren't brothers, Kynan and Brent? Solid runs for them, rebounds. Man, oh man, what a wild one. It almost felt like we were at Daytona. Once again, the way the size of that wreck, again, 3 wide, and it looked like, just from what I remembered seeing, it looked like Isabella kind of washed up the track a little bit. Last lap, you had to kind of go for it. And unfortunately, especially after green white checkered field that packed up tight, a lot of cars involved in the carnage there. But we get to re-rack them. We get an extra lap here in half number 2, 78 laps for half 2 of the Aw Shucks 140. And yeah, I think it's very safe to say, Carlos, there was absolutely no aw shucks for the guys involved in that last wreck. It was probably rated X almost for the language that might have been used on the backstretch there. It was a pretty wild finish indeed. As you see, Tate Lytle, who is going, and Isabella, 25th, 28th, after trying to make a run for that second position. So you see how many cars that were involved in that wreck. Dustin Dewar, I believe he was also in the top 10. Roethlisberger. So getting the final laps here of warm-up. Going to be maybe a little bit different of a track here as we go to the nighttime. Got about 8 seconds left of the warm-up.
Try 1 second.
Oh, whoa. See my again. Again, timing and scoring. So yeah, hopefully, you know, we get a little cleaner race here. And Davis Warren's mom wants to know, I don't know if it was my dog or your dog, Carlos, but do you have a Chihuahua?
No, I don't. It's a pug.
Oh, a pug. Okay.
But
Mine is
I don't know if they were referring to me or yours, because it was bedtime. It was bedtime for my sister's pug, and she was just chilling in my room. My sister was trying to get her, and well, let's just say Belle, my sister's pug, is a little spoiled, which, you know, we admit, but we still love her, and
yeah,
she did not want to leave my room.
Yeah, my dog was you know, letting other dogs in the apartment complex know that she is here, and
yeah, Belle does that too.
Yeah. I'm in here. That's kind of what, if she could speak human English, that's probably what she'd be saying. But now we're getting ready to go as the field's rolling off here for half number 2. And there you see Scott Nicky in that Austin Beers Motorsports number 19 machine.
Remember, that's his last name.
Scott Nicky?
Yeah. It kind of sounds like you're saying Scott is the first name, Nicky's the second name.
Oh, yeah, and Scott Nicky is the whole last name.
Yeah. It's Zach Scott Nicky.
Zach Scott
and I'm surprised. Scott Nicky 2, actually. There's another Irish name.
Yeah, I've never seen the name Scott Nicky ever as a last name. And again, shout out to Google or whatever website Google led me to probably pronounce that name correctly. Not 100% sure on that either, but hopefully I'm close. It would have been closer than if I just, you know, probably would have tried it. But Kyle Walgren, the Wally Racing, be rolling off from position number 2. You see Zach Evans there in the chat. Whew, wild one. Got one in that top 10, and I like that Black Rifle coffee, but I liked when he's promoting New Glarus a little bit better. Again, Wisconsin boys unite. Come on. We see the Jones boys Or what did Ken Squire say? That Jones kid, that Jones boy. There's two of them here tonight, rolling off roll number 2. But Zach Skotnicki and that 19 is going to lead him to the green flag. 78 laps for half number 2. We're ready to get underway, and green flag is out. Side by side, coming to the line. And going into one, Skotnicki's going to take the lead. Looks like Brent Jones on the inside, getting into the second position. Getting around Kyle Walgren. The 89 looking pretty racy early on here. DJ Weeks coming up through the field. He's moved up into the 3rd spot. Oh, Brent looks like he got a little squirrely off the corner. Oh, man. Roethlisberger coming down and might have got into Tate Lytle there as well. I didn't see the car that was on top, but a couple cars involved in this one. And guys who were having good runs going in half number 1, but with that last lap wreck in half number 1 kind of put him in bad track position. And is that damage on the back of the 90 car of Johnny Eckert? Got a 3-wide situation. Carpenter and Roethlisberger getting together, and Tate nowhere to go. Oh, who was that car that he got up in front of? Oh, Tate almost got it twice.
I gotta say, that's the 3rd time tonight that, yes, there was contact, but I feel like netcode kind of made the contact far worse.
Yeah, and again, yeah, this could have been one where they might have just rubbed fenders a little bit. Maybe a car would have got a little loose, able to save it.
Yeah, the car bounced up like as if they were open wheels.
Yeah, it's like a hip check kind of thing going on there. Is that Rashid Coles? I can't quite see who that car that got in on the top side, who that was. Couldn't quite make it out. That might have been Warren. That might have actually been our boy Davis Warren. Once again. See Tate Lytle still rolling after her. A fun start to half number 2 here as well, as we are on lap 4, coming to lap 5 under caution. You see the guys on pit road. Adam Tepe, Walgren, Roethlisberger, and Tarble in the 17 on pit road. Getting some of that damage fixed for Roethlisberger. I think those guys will be able to stay on the lead lap. Got 32 cars rolling off here for half number 2. Zach Skotnicki still holding on to that lead, but DJ Weeks was about to make a charge to the front before that caution came out. He looked to be a man on a mission. We'll see what they can do here once we go back to green flag racing. Should get the 1 to go signal next time by, or in about as they roll through turns 3 and 4 here. So again, I think the combination of netcode cars drifting up, it's just typical short track racing here tonight. We'll see the strongest or the luckiest survive here, especially after how half number 1 ended. From second on back, or third on back, I should say. Hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast here. Zach making mean comments. That wasn't that mean. But, yeah, maybe settle down out there, boys. So Zach, you know, he was suggesting using the middle pedal. It's team owner speaking out there. But Zach, I gotta ask you, what if your pedals only have two? Some pedals don't come with a clutch. As we should get the 1 to go signal this time by. Pace truck lights are off. Field's doubling up. Scott Nicky. That is the last name. We'll choose the outside lane. June, they think you bark like a chihuahua. Don't do it. she didn't like that. She kind of growled when I said that. That's you.
The dog of wisdom. Bark, 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 bark.
I'm not a chihuahua. We'll see how the restart goes here for Zach on that outside line, as we've seen the leader get good jumps all night. Able to time it out here. They see the pace truck dive off. Scott Nicky's gonna pull away from DJ Weeks, and side by side with Chris Jordan going into one, but looks like he's gonna clear on that inside, running right on the yellow line.
Oh.
Whew, Scott Nicky almost had the too much beans there coming out of the corner. Almost getting to the outside wall. And Indelcato in that Mohawk Foundation Ford, he moved up to the third spot. He's benefiting from better starting position this half. Let's see if pays off for him. DJ Weeks trying to look on the inside of Scott Nicky coming out of turn number 2. Nothing doing at the moment. Scott Nicky's trying to keep that Beers Motorsports Toyota up front as much as he can. As long as he can. As we are on lap number 10 of 78. And now we go to the 3-wide TV multi-cam. See some of the guys that were up front last half trying to work their way up through the traffic, looking at Westergreen Isabella. Currently right around that 17th, 18th position.
Oh!
Along with Dallas Mahan. Oh, and looks like a little car got a little upset there. That's going to move DJ Weeks to the lead in that number 97 Chevrolet for Outlaw Motorsports. And Johnny Eckert there working in the 4th position, trying to get around Chris Jordan. After not showing the dominance that he's been known to have. And there you do see that damage on the rear bumper of the 90. But able to get that 3rd place finish, so a solid night. Let's see if we can make that continue here in half number 2. And almost contact between the 4 and the 03 coming out of turn 4. Again, these cars sliding around quite a bit on corner exit. And that's where we've seen a lot of the calamity, netcode, and craziness go on here so far. This tight racing is Dylan Thomas is getting right back up to the dent of Eckert's bumper there. Again, this is all a battle. Oh, Johnny Eckert sideways, able to save it. Oh, almost gets into Thomas. Thomas in the wall. And they're going to drop back a couple spots, able to hang on in the top 10. 6th and 7th, but oh, a little bit of a moment there for Eckert and Thomas. Able to hang on. Now battling there with Kynan Jones in the 73. So what a save for Mr. 2-time Johnny Eckert. Slide through the corner. It was hard to tell, but I looked like it might have been a netcode bump that happened. There you see Indelcato passing Scott Nicky for 2nd. See him dropping back a couple more spots as Chris Jordan and Leininger get by. Oh, Jordan gets loose off of turn 2, almost comes across the nose of Damian Leininger. So we see these cars sliding around quite a bit throughout this green flag run. And as Davis Warren, as he was saying, as he got out of the infield care center, saving those tires are going to be key. And it seems like a lot of that grip's already worn off. Just a handful of laps here into this green flag run. But so far, DJ Weeks pulling away with a pretty decent lead, about a little over half a second lead, and 0.6 of a second lead. Ooh, it looks like there's a little calamity through the back, 3 wide situation. So there's Davis Warren, Tate Lytle, Carpenter battling for position. And now Indelcato closing in on the back bumper of that 97 Chevy of DJ Weeks. Chris Jordan following suit. And half number 1 winner Damian Leininger working his way up into that 4th position. I see some of these cars behind DJ Weeks kind of migrating a little bit higher. Because I was kind of surprised how much some of these guys are ripping on that yellow line as close as they can get, at least through 1 and 2. I think generally the turns 3 and 4 is where you kind of want to run a little bit higher of a line. Kind of where you see Indelcato and Chris Jordan running right now. Sets you up a little bit better for a less chaotic exit of turn 4 generally. Because now we got about a 4-car battle, 4-car pack up at the front of this field. Johnny Eckert about a second behind after his slide. You see some more 3-wide action. Vincent Isabella still trying to work his way up through the field, currently in that 12th position. Getting right behind Scott Nicky in the Beers Motorsports Toyota. Trying to cut underneath him. Got the old mud duck of Kyle Carlson. That Minnesota Wild Chevrolet. Gonna get around him for that 10th position. Nope, not able to get him on exit as Carlson gets a good run, able to hold on to that 10th spot. So he's going to hold on to the top 10 position for now as we are on lap 23, and caution is out on the racetrack. Oh no! It looked like once again, I believe, the 24 of Clay Cantrell. Yeah, and fortunately, the 06 of Fred Anderson. Oh, Clay Cantrell looks like he got loose. Nowhere for Clay to go. And man, unlucky night for the 24 on the score sheet, 88 on the racetrack. Oh, got in the outside wall out of turn 4. Trying to keep that momentum. Oh, and the 35 of Timothy Conrad making contact. Starting that up, and I think just Conrad getting up a little more momentum than Anderson after he got into the wall, and maybe didn't anticipate the big run that he was going to have. But now we see the leaders on pit road, and it's time to see who's going to get on and off pit road first, as DJ Weeks is going to get one of the front pit stalls. Let's see Scott Nicky there. He'll have the first pit stall on pit lane here. And who was the guy there? I think it was Brent Jones. Come on, man. 3 in, 3 out.
Wow,
Courtesy rule. Wow. Was that a 2-tire stop or something?
No.
That was
actually, no.
Wow.
Excuse me. Yeah, you're right. 10.2 seconds.
Wow, so two-tire stop. Well, you know, no one's done it so far tonight, so it might be worth just at least see how it will play out. So the 73 will inherit the lead. Nick Indelcato will go to second, Johnny Eckert third, DJ Weeks fourth, Chris Jordan fifth, Amy Leininger sixth, Vincent Isabella seventh, Seth Rawls eighth, Dustin Dewar is in the ninth position, and Kyle Carlson still rounding out your top 10. You see Roethlisberger come up pit road, a little bit of damage still on the rear end of that car. I believe he is scored 29th. I think we're still kind of getting updated where the car should be there. He's going to have to go to the back of the pack. As one of the rules in OSCA, if you're a lap down when the caution comes out, you'll get a wave around, but I believe he lost that lap getting that car repaired there. So now we get to see something a little different, something we haven't seen yet tonight. 2 tires, how will they work? Oh, so the Weekend Woodsman is a sponsor. So you see the Weekend Woodman in the YouTube chat doing some plugs. You can watch some of their videos on YouTube. You get to chop wood, do manly stuff. Punch grizzly bears in the face for fun. So I believe we'll get about half a lap from getting the 1 to go signal this time by. Kynan Jones, the Land Shark. Again, last season when we ran the Truck Series, getting that upset victory by kind of doing what everyone else didn't, by a little bit of pit strategy, getting that victory. Can he do it again here tonight? We're about to find out. And if anything, it'll be a tell of what maybe the rest of the field should or shouldn't do.
What a green.
After a little strategy. Yeah, the field double up. Kynan Jones also choosing an outside line.
Earlier today, I saw a video of a person flying a drone through the woods, and he accidentally caught a man running away from a bear that was chasing him.
Whoa. See, maybe it was just a Weekend Woodsman just hanging out, and
Maybe.
him and the bear got in a little bit of a fight. had to run away.
That's my salmon.
Not a situation. Yeah, I never want to be in that situation. That's scary.
Oh, that was you guys? Oh, that was an amazing video.
What? No way. That is awesome. That was the Weekend's Woodsman as we are back to green. Kynan Jones in the lead. And that was an unknowing plug there, but I might have to check this video out now. Yeah, it's Kynan Jones on the outside trying to hold off Nick Indelcato coming out of turn 2. Oh, Indelcato got loose. Chris Jordan goes around. And the caution will come out for the 3rd time here in half number 2. Looked like Chris Jordan didn't hit anything. No damage, but the Cinderella story struck midnight there for the 4 car. It looks like a lot of cars. You see Indelcato got a little loose. Too much beans there for the 4 coming out of the corner. And it's a tricky thing. You see the 54 car there as well of Cole's getting loose. If you kind of hold it down too low a lot of times here at Iowa, that's where you get that fun little slipping and slidiness that we've seen there from a couple cars, and unfortunately for Jordan, unable to save it. Bring out that 3rd yellow. Ah. So it wasn't the Weekend. Oh man, that was.
Oh,
that,
it wasn't?
No, that broke my heart. Come on, but I'll still check you guys out just for teasing us there for a few moments. But yeah, he says no grizzlies where they are, but they do have black bears, which same thing. So the Weekend Woodman says he just has to run. He has to outrun Tim Conrad. How I won't read the rest of the message there, but if you join us in the YouTube chat, they're having fun out there. Glad you guys are joining along with us. Guys keeping it lighthearted. I love it. I love it. Always a good time. And again, since we've plugged the weekend Woodmans, or weekend woodsman. Wow. There we go.
You have to be careful as to whether you stop saying words.
It's a gift and a curse. It's probably more of a curse. But we just a reminder of the 3 Wide TV pit crew member. For 99 cents a month, you can emote there in the chat and get a super chat once every month. Come on down, join the crew, baby. Right here on 3 Wide TV. And where else can you have more fun? Right here with me and Carlos here. I couldn't think of anything. Okay, don't answer that. Could be like, crocheting a blanket or something. Is that right? Is that crocheting? Is that what you do? Like an Afghan? Am I talking to two old people for you right now? So looks like we'll get still 2 to go here. Kind of Jones still holding on to the lead. So far, 2 tire stops paying off, but a shorter run there. We I don't even think we got a full lap in quite yet. But for track position wise, he's right where he wants to be. Up front, and Delgado still second. Johnny Eckert third. DJ Weeks fourth. Damon Leininger fifth. Seth Rawls sixth. Isabella seventh. Dustin Dewar eighth. Kyle Carlson ninth, and Casey Carrington rounds out the top 10 at the moment. And it looks like my timing and scoring stabilized. If what I just said the top 10 is correct for you, Carlos, I think I'm finally good.
I wasn't
It
paying
took
attention
about
to you.
to record it. Well. Sometimes I don't even pay attention to me. But we do have the 1 to go to green flag. Kind of Jones once again chooses the outside line. So we'll get back going. Green flag racing here on lap 35 of 78 of half number 2. Still a lot of racing left to go here of the night. Leininger, if you just joined us, winner of half number 1, chaotic last lap to end half number 1. And be sure to hit like and subscribe buttons, or check this video out later in the week and get a replay of what happened on the last lap. Pace truck dives down pit road. We did get a little bit, and Kynan Jones is going to hit the loud pedal. Here we go, back to green flag racing. Good jump once again for a leader. Kynan Jones going to clear everybody going down in turns 1 and 2. And Delgado clear to go there in second. Fields filing out, going down into turn number 3. And you see, and Delgado in the 05 already going up to the top side. Kind of Jones leads another lap, but those fresher tires behind him. Kind of Jones only has 2 of them. Getting the heat, but not quite able to make the pass for that 05. Not quite getting the run that he needs, and kind of Jones almost pulling away on entry there a little bit. So far right now for the 73, paying off for that, getting that track position with 2 tires. So you got to wonder if people are going to take notes, at least if we get a shorter run to finish this race, if they're able to come back down pit road. Delgado right now, he's got a mirror full. Oh no! Dallas Mahan, no caution, gets on the apron. Won't bring out the yellow, but unfortunately for the Mohawk Foundation Ford, heavy contact looked like to the inside wall. hearing what sent him around was netcode, but now we do have a caution.
There we go.
And that is the 5 of Cody Mclean. Oh, I hate when that happens. You think you can spin around and the car just doesn't go. Or maybe you didn't downshift. You just hope the broadcast never catches that. I've been there. I've been there, buddy.
We caught it, though.
Yeah, we caught it. Oh, Dylan Thomas goes around. And McLean nowhere to go. Getting involved there. Still, even with that wall hit, it doesn't look like it has too much damage, but, you know, more damage than what a guy wants anyway. So now we'll see what happened with the 03. Like, he was a little upset. Trying to catch up in the field at least. Oh, he just lost it. Overcorrected it into the outside wall. Too much beans, too much steering wheel. It comes back across the racetrack, bounces off the wall, gets into the 5. And another caution is out. Oh, man. Dylan, you made him play the Kevin meme. That makes me sad. It would be worse if I heard the audio of all the prep work that Kevin actually put into that. And Zach Evans is telling us, you know, Bray Bracey filling in for Zach
Every year
Evans
I'm up
tonight.
the night before.
Oh,
Pressing garlic. No, that's just a little bit.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Who is talking about doilies?
Secret is to undercook the beans.
Oh,
Everyone's going to get to know each other in the pot.
You know it way too well. That's gonna haunt my dreams tonight. Poor Kevin. But Carpenter in the YouTube chat also talking about knitting doilies, and yeah, I think we got the old lady chat going on here. Talk amongst yourselves.
I've noticed we have 0 likes right now. If we can get 10 likes, then Goody's gonna recreate that scene with Kevin. He'll play Kevin.
Oh my! Oh no! Oh boy! Don't do it. Well, hit the like button. Make me recreate my least favorite scene. But at least it's not as awkward as the dinner date episode.
No, I was gonna say it's not. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not as awkward as Scott's tots.
That actually probably hits the feelers a little bit worse. That was a rough one, especially when they started doing their little dance song they had for Michael Scott. Oh,
see,
man.
For you react badly to the beans. I react horribly to Scott's tots. I can't see that episode.
If anyone doesn't react,
we're halfway there.
It's the feelers. We're halfway there. Oh, we're hit halfway.
Whoa!
Kynan Jones still holding on to your lead. So none of these guys taking any tires, which we haven't really had a long green flag run in a minute now. You see these cars in the bottom of your screen getting some of the damage fixed down pit road. Roethlisberger from that first caution still getting that damage fixed. And the other guy, Tate Lytle, if he's on pit road as well, maybe. Mired back in the 22nd position. It looks like Kynan Jones is kind of doing the Tony Stewart, maybe Kyle Busch impression of hitting that bumper on the pace truck there. As the pace truck lights are off, 1 to go to green. As we'll be getting the green on lap 44. And so far, the 2-tire pit stop move, again, paying off. No one able to really get a good run on that 73. Getting that clean air. Keep the car up front. Can he continue to hold him off? We're about to find out.
Carpenter hitting me with the the lyrics to the song.
Let's see. Oh, we're up to 4 likes after that.
I was
Oh
up
man,
5.
yeah. Green flag is back out. Oh man, doing the Scott Stott song, man, oh man. But Kynan Jones getting that jump, gonna take the lead going down into turn number 1. Again, pulling away quite a bit on the exit 2, and a caution coming out once again. Oh no!
He's not gonna get an
Chris
extra battery.
Now you're just. How many times have you cycled through watching reruns of The Office?
Oh, I have it on running every single day. I'm like on rewatch number like 155.
Oh boy. But Chris Jordan going around again.
Ooh, it's some help from the 07.
Oh, and yeah, Peeler gets involved. It looks like just a little bit of rear fender damage for the 4 is the only damage we do see off of this caution. So he's able to turn around, get rolling, but now hearing in the driver's chat, Peeler wasn't anticipating the Ford to slow up quite as much as he did. A little bit of miscalculation, and out comes the yellow once again. And again, you got to think, if you're Kynan Jones, probably one of the only people enjoying this many caution laps. Although his lead might have been bigger when we were under green, as he was pulling away just a little bit over in Delgado, but
it's a pretty big turnaround from the first half.
Yeah. Although, I mean, Kynan, able to get that top 10 after dodging a lot of wrecks.
Did you get a top 10?
Yeah, he ended up in 4th position. I think he snuck through, was to the old bob and weaving.
No.
Kynan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
7th.
he finished 4th.
7th.
Or 7th. He started 4th. Wow. I'm looking at the right thing. Good thing you're here to keep me in line. Yikes. So I end up 7th. And possibly looking to get his 2nd OSCA Series win.
Stop it, you. The worst thing about prison was the worst thing about was the Dementors. They're flying all over the place. It sucked the soul out of everybody. And it hurt.
You know they have those like military hats with the patches on them. I actually have a Prison Mike patch I bought at a gun show a couple weeks ago, because that is probably one of the best characters on The Office. I one of the best scenes, and that quote that Carpenter put in there. That's what made it great. Oh man, see, I think just the people in the chat has brought it up to 7 likes, and it's again just the fun you can you can enjoy along with watching a race. It's only available here on 3 Wide TV. I don't think any other network quotes The Office quite as much as we do, Carlos.
We moved on from baseball. We're now Office.
Yeah, we're now Office. It's the new thing.
Yeah, there's no baseball going on, so.
Yeah, it's a good thing we kind of did go to The Office, because there might not be baseball at all this year.
Don't make me cry.
Unfortunately. Yeah, I know. I'm a little sad too. Yeah, I was looking forward to. I'm back in Wisconsin, hoping to see some Brewers. Maybe not now. But anyway, hopefully get the 1 to go signal this time by should. Looks like the field's getting ready to double up. Pace truck lights are off. Kind of Jones choosing the outside, still right behind that pace truck.
Mr. Beers, what's it like watching this race as a team owner?
Is he joining us here?
No, he's in the chat.
Oh, he is in the chat. Yeah, he's up on the, well, I guess the not really the virtual pit box since he's joining us, but watching at home. The NASCAR wheel and modified driver.
It is scary.
Pace truck's gonna be diving onto pit road here, getting the restart here on lap number 50 of 78. Kynan Jones with a good start once again. He's gonna lead him down to the stripe, going down into turn number 1. Let's see if Indelicado can get a good run out of the corner, but Kynan Jones. Oh, another caution is out.
Oh no! Oh wow! I think he saved it.
Tate Lytle. Oh, he's racing with aggression there. Oh, he might have got a little help there from the 72.
What? Why did it say this car had an issue?
Maybe he just had an issue that another caution came out. Oh, and Lanneman hits the inside wall. So just another incident here on the restart. Get 3 wide going down into turn number 1. Almost. Lanneman maybe thinking there was going to be less room, didn't give enough to Tate. And around they go, bringing out another caution.
This is caution number 6.
Number 6.
Yeah, we've had 27 laps under caution. We have 27 laps remaining.
Ooh. Man, oh man. So, and yeah, just something the drivers have brought up here in their radio is 16 minutes left on the time.
There should be plenty of time. Maybe a caution, but probably no more than another one.
Yeah, so time could be a factor once again. So that is being discussed. Maybe an eye-opening thing for some of these drivers that not able to move up through the field when there's caution laps going on. So let's see what happens here. So they're talking about shorting the cautions, but so far have not here in half number 2. So yeah, Austin Beer says he's watching the races on his phone, but rather be racing. I could. The Weekend Woodsman's asked if I could pass along some trash talk, which I could. I could private message him through here if you want. As long as it's short. I don't know how many characters the iRacing thing lets you do. I'll probably just cut and paste it in there anyway. So yeah, have at it. I'll relay it to him. I think we got to say he's got to knit a doily. It's gonna give him should I message him just motivational speech to Tim Conrad? Again, have a little fun there in the YouTube chat under another caution flag. So again, Kynan Jones still holding on to that lead. Let's see. I'm gonna send. I'm messaging him now. So I sent a motivational speech.
You suck.
You will not make this putt. I don't
You'll
want to say
never.
the rest. I
You
don't
guys
want
will
to make it
never be
PG-13.
motivated to attack us in a group.
So now,
That's another office.
one did go to green. I can't remember what episode that's from.
That's the one where oh
I
man,
can't
I don't
think.
remember.
It's gonna hit you at a weird, awkward time.
It's either the one where Michael says it's a hate crime because he said I hated it, or if it's the one where where he slashed everybody's tires
Oh, except for his own.
except for himself, and he's like, "Yeah,
You figured
I
it
got the
out.
worst of all. I got a hate card." That might be the same episode.
I think it actually might be. We're back under green flag racing here. 23 laps to go. Kynan Jones pulling out to the lead. Damian Leininger moves up into the third position. He gets around Johnny Eckert. You see a side-by-side battle here between Dustin Dewar and Kyle Carlson. That's for the 7th position. As right now, two tires, one. I mean, I keep saying it. We haven't really had too many green flag laps, but the few that we have, so far it looks like it's paying off. Therefore, the 73. But we see that train on that outside, especially through turns 3 and 4 there, trying to catch up to that 73. We save those tires, maybe a longer run. We'll see how this pays off. Between 4 tires versus 2. Right now, a little bit of a 3-car breakaway. See, Delcado's going to choose it outside. Kynan Jones goes low. See what kind of run he gets off the corner here. He's closing that gap a little bit. Down to a little over a 1/10 of a second. Now he's going to go to the inside through turn 1 and 2. Coming out of the corner. And oh, it looks like we do have Mr. Tate Lytle joining us as we do have a battle for the lead. Nick Delcado going to take over that top spot over Kynan Jones. And Tate, not the best luck you had out there tonight.
No, that was terrible luck, for being honest.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah. I mean, the plan was to just kind of save tires at first, or just to kind of put us in a bind. And I think we're going to end up getting points for 4th place, but we still had to start in 28th in the second race. And coming off turn 4, I don't even know if it was lap 1, lap 2, one of the two, but we were, by the time we saw the 98 car, it was already broadside right in front of us. So, and then second ago, sounds like I caused that one. I didn't really look at the replay, but sounds like I caused that one in turn 1, so apologies to the field for that. But yeah, and just a second ago I was 3 wide with a couple cars. Got pinched by both of them, so I just alt F forward so it didn't cause a caution. So now I'm in here, goody. We got 17 laps to go. Looks like Damian's in P2 going for the sweep.
Yeah, he's been having a strong run, able to work his way up from that 10th starting spot all the way up into 2nd. And now we start seeing some new players in the mix. Seth Rawls trying to move up into the 3rd position. And Johnny Eckert, who's, he got that good 3rd place run in half number 1, but
I don't think he got credit for it, though. I think he's.
So are they crediting it like the field frozen at the time of caution? What exactly?
So they're crediting the field, as I understood it. I guess if Vic didn't tell you, I shouldn't be saying a whole lot.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Scott Nicky sideways going backwards, Cole Trickle style, spins it around.
To
get back going.
All right.
Hey, we'll give
Anyway, the way I understood it is before that last restart, that's how they're crediting the points. So should get credited for 4th in points. Otherwise, then we get credit for 28th and wherever I am now. But
we'll have to
see what happens
how
here.
that plays out.
That 19 car, Austin Beers normally drives it, and I mean,
Oh, that's gotta be
looks
net
like
code.
Very bracy.
terrible net code.
Yeah.
Looks like the 88. Who's in that car? That's got
That's a 24.
That's the 24 on your scoring sheet.
Oh, yeah,
That'll be Clay Cantrell.
Clay
Brett-
Cantrell. Yeah, he's gonna have some big damage there.
And Brett
36 of
Jones.
Walgren's gonna have a lot of damage.
Brent Jones, the 89 as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big damage to Brent. Yeah, Walgren's got some big damage. This is gonna be a big hit right here. 24 car. He's running that second lane. He's just like wondering where he's supposed to go. The 19, you see him all the way on the bottom, slides all the way up into him. A little bit of net code, slides him back in. I mean, the 24 had nowhere to go here.
Oh, yeah.
That's the 4th time tonight netcode made contact way worse than it actually needed to be.
Well, welcome to iRacing 2022. I've been running this thing a long time, and I've never seen a worse. So it's just how, I don't know. It sucks, but at the same time, it's still the best, you know, racing that you're gonna find is in iRacing. It just sucks that the crashes have to be that amplified, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's
cry about
unfortunate. You'd think as the years pass, the netcode would get better, especially with the advancements of internet and the game itself. But unfortunately, not quite the case here tonight. But now Damien, as after a couple of cars came down pit road, re-inherits the lead. So as you were saying, Tate, trying to pull off that sweep in that perfect spot right now.
Yeah, I hope he can. You know, he's a teammate of mine. For Fat Racing, we were joking earlier that they got Thornquist on Fat Racing, but he's pretty skinny. But me and Damien, we'll hold it down for him. You know.
Keep that average.
Yeah,
No,
I think
get it
we
or
got
get
credit for 1st and 4th in that first race, and I think Casey Cantrell's back in 6th or 7th there. He's running that Thornquist car. Actually, looks like he's in 6th right now, so hopefully he can get up there and get a top 5 finish. And oh, okay, he's back. He's got that commie internet over in California, old Damien. You know, what can you do? What can you do?
It's always suspect there for Damien. It's gotta be frustrating for him, but
yeah, he's in the same town as Kevin Harvick grew up, and unfortunately, Damien never made it out, so he's still stuck in Bakersfield. And as far as I'm concerned, that's like I can't speak a whole lot because I live in the armpit of Oregon, but that is the armpit of California. You know,
What's the armpit of America?
I don't know. I don't know enough about it to really piss that many people off. So just gonna avoid that. Probably where Damien's at, if we're being honest. Maybe like El Paso. I know a lot about El Paso. That place stinks.
I've never been there.
Yeah, it's rough. Sorry if you're from El Paso and you're watching this, you think it's great, but I've been there. It's not that great. So, how many laps do we have left? We've got to have probably what 12, 13 coming to the line here. Who was ahead? Where?
11 to go at the moment.
Who was ahead of Damien? And where did they go?
In Delgado, they pitted.
Indelicato pitted. Where's he at here? Let's see.
21st.
21st. That was a terrible call by Indelicato. Hopefully he'll prove me wrong.
Kyden Jones held on to that lead for more than half of the race because of all the cautions. I do think at this point, if we get one more caution, we're not going to be able to finish it on time.
Yeah, we're down to a little over 4 minutes to go here on the clock.
Wait, that can't be
Yeah,
right.
we
Really?
are-
4 minutes?
I'd be shocked if Damien lets this one get away from him without any
Oh my
contact.
gosh,
He's got
yeah,
Ryan
4
Lutz on
minutes.
the box. 4 minutes is all?
Yeah.
Yep, 4 minutes is it
How
left
many
on
laps
the
is-
clock.
How many laps are technically left? 10? So we're coming
10
to 9.
to go.
About
Yeah.
25 seconds a lap.
Let me switch this
That's
to
going to be
time.
pushing it if we go green.
3.46 to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, that's a good call. So Damien, honestly, he needs to hold on here. They're going to wreck for, I'm going to say, about 12th here. And then he needs to hold on for one more caution, and he'll be free sailing little sweep. He got a great jump.
Great
Seth Rawls on the
restart
bottom,
again.
subbing for Matthew Bayuk there in the 29 car. Questionable on the lane change there. I don't think they call that here. Eckert's going to look to the bottom of Kynan Jones. I would assume Eckert would get the run here, but Kynan's getting a good run off the top here off turn 2.
We've seen him ripping off that top side. Oh, Kynan almost, or he might have even made contact with the wall that's going to allow Eckert to go by.
Yeah, Eckert's
Coming
in third
to
now.
To go.
There
Oh,
it
and a
is.
caution.
That's it.
Yep, that might be all we have, all we wrote. And I can't quite make out whose car that was involved in that wreck.
Yeah, I couldn't tell
I
you.
think that's Rashid Coles.
Rashid Coles, oh man.
Yeah, it's tough. Tough way to go out, you know?
Yo, they're still wrecking.
Yeah. Oh boy. Still wrecking on the racetrack. I believe Chris Jordan involved in that once again. Oh man! Lineman almost coming back up across. Oh, looks like Indelcado. Was that another netcode bump there?
I think so, but I feel like that one probably could have resulted in another incident.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know what was
Coles
going
had
on.
to check up.
It looks like Coles
was he
just
stopping
going-
for a picnic?
I don't know. Yeah, it looked like he was stopping. He was going to get himself a ham and cheese sandwich.
Well,
and at the same time, he was turning left, and Indelicado was running a normal racing line.
Okay, this is under caution.
That's the way I see it.
Well, I think if
Under
we
caution.
go back.
No, not doer.
Oh, Carlson. Oh, no. Oh, and Kynan Jones unable to keep it kind of going straight.
Well, the 18
It doesn't matter. He does. The race is pretty much over.
Yeah, I mean, all he's got to do is just restart the race here, and he's probably going to get where he at here.
But
I don't think they're gonna restart.
This embodies the Wisconsin versus Minnesota rivalry right there. I think that's just going to heat things up between the border states right there. It's already heated enough the way it is, and now it's just going to get a lot worse. Of course, Carlson from Minnesota and Dustin Dewar up here in northern Wisconsin, or at least where I'm at. So. But Damian Leininger in the armpit of California holding on to that lead. A minute to go as you see there on the clock. It's going to be hard to say if we do get a restart or only maybe a handful of laps here to round out this event. And
yeah, I mean, with a minute left to go, there's no one I'd rather have than Damian there. That's about as long as he's able to go anyway. About a smooth minute, and that 83 car, that Bat Flip Podcast Chevrolet number 83, he's got those baseball laces down the side, a little interesting aligned. Ryan Let's Designs may need to fix that rear end a little bit, but who am I to judge? He's probably going to come around here. I don't think Vic's going to speed it up after what happened last time, so he's probably going to come to the white flag here. He's going to roll around one more time, and he's going to come home a winner. Twice.
Yeah, pulls off the sweep more, it looks like.
And Damian's always been really good. Doesn't like corn. I didn't know he didn't like corn. Anyway, Damian's always been he's always been really good at these, finesse tracks, like Iowa and Phoenix and New Hampshire. He's always like the 1 mile tracks, not necessarily like short track, but tracks kind of like Iowa that kind of drive like a mile and a half. But you can't use the draft to your advantage necessarily. He's always been pretty good there. And, it's good to see him in victory lane. He was talking in Discord that he wishes he was driving the number 12 just so he could get rid of the curse. But I told him if he was driving the number 12, he'd be on the hook right now. So
he'd be in the hauler for sure.
Yeah, he better be glad he's in the 83. Driving that car for Johnny Thomas. Our thoughts are with Johnny. His dad just had some surgery for a brain tumor, I believe. So our thoughts are with him.
I believe he said it was successful.
It was successful. I think his dad I think he got him home today.
That is great news.
I doubt either of them are watching, but if they are, thinking about you guys, and I think Damian's going to come around for a white flag here.
No, it's checkered.
A checkered flag, no?
Yep,
checkered flag for Damian, yep. 2 wins for the 83 car, so good for Damian. I hope he that one's for Johnny and his dad right there. Seth Rawls second, Johnny Eckert. Johnny Eckert's just that guy, you know what I mean? He just finishes third, and you don't even know he's there. So
speaking of Bakersfield Kevin Harvick connection, it's like Johnny Eckert's always the closer here. There anywhere we go to, he might not have the best runs, but he's always there towards the top of the leaderboard by the end of the night. And once again, he's able to do that. Kynan Jones with that 2-tire pit stop, able to stay in the top 5 with that call. It was a good move for the 73.
Yeah,
And
what a
Dustin
call by
Dewar
Conrad.
and Dustin Dewar rounds out the top 5 after that little bit of contact with 6th place finisher Kyle Carlson. And DJ Weeks, Tepe, Carrington, and Westergreen round out the top 10. So, you sweep here like Damian did. Oh, he's got to burn him down here a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's just waiting for everyone to get out of his way. Everyone's trying to. I mean, you see all that damage with the back. I don't know who that was, but they gave him quite the hit. So, yeah, good for Damian. Good for Fat Racing. I think that should elevate us a little bit. I think Casey Carrington was able to get us a 9th place finish in that second race. So 1st and 4th and 1st and 9th. We should catapult up a couple spots. I think we were 3rd or 4th last week. So good night
The
for us.
Person
but,
Racing Network's really looking on the bright side right now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
they're turning that frown upside down.
only half of them are sad. Just the other half are we're just fat. We're plenty happy though.
So it balances each other out. I love
It's
it.
an even balance.
But we do have our favorite interviewee here is going to be Johnny Eckert coming home in 3rd.
Yeah,
Oh,
get ready for a 5-minute one. Here we go.
Here we go, Johnny. Man, it
bed.
seemed like a little bit of a struggle for you here tonight, but able to pull off a couple top 5 finishes. Walk us through your night here a little bit, or one top 5.
The Lord knows where I'm getting credited for in race 1, so I don't know. But yeah, this caution fest. Yeah, I'm pretty good at scrolling Twitter under caution now. I was tweeting OSCA, retweeted a couple things, and yeah, it's good. It's a good time.
But do you think if you had any more green flag laps, do you think maybe you could have contended for a win? I know Damian all night was probably one of the more dominant cars. He'd have been maybe a tough guy to beat, but do you think you maybe could have improved on that 3rd spot?
Well, if we could have gone green in the first race, yes. If we could have gone green in the second race, no, because I got driven through the back of a couple times just on people checking up in front of me and people behind me not reacting quick enough and not having anywhere to go. So, yeah, I don't know how much more I would have really had. I was holding on for dear life just on the 3rd. It's in race 2.
Yeah, and still able to get a solid run, and yeah, hopefully we'll get half number 1 sorted out after a wild and crazy night here in general, and kind of something new here for the OSCA series is getting involved with that clock. I've never really seen that before, and obviously with the plethora of cautions we had tonight, that was a big factor as well. Did that play a hand to any strategy that you had here tonight?
No, because my tires are probably still 100% from lap 1. No, I honestly it just turned into once we got to like halfway and the caution started to come a little bit more consistently. It was just pretty much all right. We'll see what you can get. If you can make it to turn 2 and gain a spot, then good. If not, just try to hold on what you got and re-rack it and do it again. I mean, it's awful to say, but that's kind of what it was, and it was not the best showing tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, and every once in a while league will have that, but I guess before we get to your shoutouts here, Johnny, I want to see if Tate has any questions for you.
Well, here at the end of the race, Goody was comparing you to Kevin Harvick by how you're just like the closer, and I was kind of thinking more like Matt Kenseth. At least tonight. I mean, most of the time you're up there dominating races, but tonight I felt like you were kind of like a 6th, 7th place car and just kind of backdoored yourself a couple good finishes. And where do you, if you had to pick one driver, who would you compare yourself to? I know that's kind of an on the spot, selfish question to ask, but who are you thinking?
That's a great question. I never really thought about it before, but I don't think I would have even been in this position in the first place had I qualified and not like hit the wall in the middle of my second lap. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Based on
Matt
tonight,
Kenseth?
I don't know. Someone who struggles in qualifying, I guess. But yeah,
So
I go with
yeah,
Matt Kenseth.
Yeah, great.
I'm not as quiet as Matt Kenseth is, though.
Yeah, I mean,
I started to open my mouth again today.
Yeah,
Did me
minute
some
half.
damage, but it is what it is, I guess.
Hey, you hit me. You hit me under yellow.
Did I?
Ooh.
No.
No, I don't think I saw you at all tonight.
Yeah, I don't
I
think I
think
saw
I think the
you
one
at all
I
either.
yeah I think
I
I was
had a good
behind
run
you
the
at one
first
point, and then
race,
you
and
got
you didn't.
wrecked, and then that was it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The only time I saw you at all was when I was sideways on the backstretch last lap of the first race, and you were driving past me. So
Yeah, I was waving out the windows and went by because I
I'm
think I
sure
was
you
like the
were.
only car to
Aw.
make it. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I'm
was
I
sure
a
was
you
like,
were.
wave?
see ya. Uh,
I was
like I
right.
said, I don't know where I've actually finished. Who knows?
That
But
last restart's not counting, right?
I don't know. I was told that it's reverting back to the restart before. So the half dozen people that gained and the half dozen people that lost are now getting swapped back to where they were. So I don't
Well,
know. I have
that's
no
good for
clue.
me because I was in the half dozen that lost.
Yeah, and I was in the half that was in the gain, and it's
Well, you're
not
still
good for
gonna have the
me. So
points lead after this second, your third place finish here. But
yeah,
you
it's
better
just
shout some
the
people out.
hemorrhaging me.
We got two more people to interview. Carlos got to go to bed, bro.
I,
Yeah, I know.
I,
Hey,
I'm
come
falling
ask me
asleep.
questions. Yeah, I don't know, it's fine.
Any shout outs there, Johnny?
Oh yeah. First off, I want to thank my teammates, Dylan, who's in Hawaii. I want to thank him because he's enjoying Hawaii while we're eye pacing. But yeah, I want to thank my other teammates, Zach Roethlisberger and DJ Weeks, and I got to especially thank my sponsor, Erska and Harpoon Design, for coming on board this season. Not the best showing tonight, but at least I hope I got some airtime with them. But also the other team sponsor, Pro Air Medical Supplies. I want to thank them for coming on board to the team, supporting the team, and yeah, thank you guys for putting up with this. Hopefully next week should be better. So yeah, it's a rough night, but it can only get better from here. That's for sure. Happens every
That-
once in a while.
Yeah, a little short track chaos next week at Auto Club should get a little bit better, but best of luck to you next week, and hopefully we'll see you back up here, and maybe we'll give you a little bit more time next time. We'll see.
Yeah,
Probably,
hopefully I can finally win one of these. That would be nice.
no,
But yeah,
Well, best of luck to you. Maybe we'll see you in Victory Lane next week, and
you probably will. He's overdue.
yeah,
Johnny,
he
have
is.
a great night, man.
Yeah,
You know I
yeah,
love
you
you.
too. Yeah, good night, everybody. I know it's a long night, so good night.
Yeah.
Johnny Eckert coming home third in half number two. I guess half number one to be determined. But
Yeah.
up next, we'll bring up Seth Rawls coming home in second in half number two. Kind of still figuring out what happened in half number one, but Seth, can you describe what the chaos was out there tonight? What was it like?
It was interesting. I mean, it was just weird. I don't know what was in the water. But they were not playing nice tonight. In both halves, I feel like.
Yeah, it was a wild night indeed. Do you feel like if we had maybe a little bit more green flag runs, do you think you had anything for Damien? I know again him being again the dominant car sweeping both races, but would you like to have a legit shot at him there?
Yeah, I don't know what would happen if we went and finished that run, that last run. But the run before that, before Nick pitted, I thought I'd get a shot at him just because he was going to be trying to pass Nick, not be the leader. So he had less control, I feel like, of his own race. But unfortunately, it just didn't work out with all that. But I'll take a second. It was tough, but we'll make do.
Yeah, make do. DDS solid run again. I believe you're kind of subbing in this car. I believe they called it the All Star car. So hey, you're deemed an All Star from my notes here that I was given. So that's
Yeah,
gonna feel pretty good.
I'll take it. I'll take it. But for my first, so I ran last week in the 7, which was fun. But it wasn't my first like scheduled start, so this was really definitely fun to get in the 29, give it a good run. And Altix has been doing great the last 2 weeks. Or Matthew, sorry, I was calling Altix. Matthew's been doing great last 2 weeks. Hopefully we can get him momentum. Unfortunately, King wasn't here tonight. I'm gonna have to figure out what happened to him to keep that car in the owner championship up. But overall, good night for the team. Wish some things went our way a little better, but you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, yes, indeed. But again, running it more of a limited schedule. Any other planned races here in the OSCA series that you're scheduled to run?
I'm in a few. I know I'm doing Bathurst, and that's one of my next big ones. I was definitely excited about Iowa. I love this track. It's very racy. I'm on a couple other ones. I have a league that runs on Thursday nights that are GT cars. And that takes precedence over OSCA for the season. As much as I love racing this league, I gotta do that first. So whenever I'm off in that league, I'll run OSCA basically in the 29 car.
Oh, sounds good. Yeah, we'll hopefully see you back up here when you do participate in some of these events here this season. And before we send you off here, any shout outs you want to give?
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. So the primary sponsor of my car is SR Design, my own graphic design company. So hit me up if you have any graphic design needs, logos, paint schemes, you name it. Also my associate sponsor, the Mohawk Foundation, great cause raising money for ALS and breast cancer research. Just signed them on this year. Super excited to have them on board this year. Definitely check them out through our social media, and definitely follow Shift Esports at Shift Esports _ on Twitter and at Shift Esports on Instagram. And thank you guys for putting the show on that's on YouTube.
Yeah, thank you for that. And well, again, congratulations on the second place run. And at least for sure, we'll be looking forward to seeing you at Bathurst.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
You bet. Seth Rawls coming home in the second position. And now we'll bring out the broom man, Damian Leininger, coming home in first. Both halves, at least I'm pretty sure that's official. And Damian, dominating performance here tonight. You're up front most of the night and made quick work from starting in that 10th position, making your way up front. What's your secret there, bud?
Just being patient. You know, when you get those inverts, you know that the people up there are going to be fast, but you know you're going to be a little bit faster. So you just got to, bide your time and be smart. And it was hard with all the cautions at first, but you just had to make the right moves. And luckily enough, I was lucky to have Ryan Letts on board as my spotter tonight, and he was calling all the right moves and clearing me and just yelling whatever I needed to do, and everything ended up working out that way.
So Lutz finally repaid you the favor after all the wins you got him up on that pit box, huh?
Oh yeah, until that where Indelicato pitted, he was yelling at me to pit, and I told him I wasn't pitting, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, good call."
Yeah, see, that's one of the dynamics I love about you too is the arguing pit calls, which I do get to enjoy on Monday nights in the URSCA series. But again, it seemed like all season long, you're filling in here in that kind of a temporary role for Johnny Thomas. But it seemed like Daytona, you were up front for a lot of the event, and even last week as well at Homestead. But how does it feel to finally break into victory lane twice?
Yeah, it feels nice. Not just in OSCA, but in general. I mean, it's been quite a while since I've won, an official league race on iRacing.
October
And
12th, 2020.
hey, you know what, Tate? We don't need your input here, okay? All right.
I was like, I'm gonna look up his stats here and see when the last time he won a race worth winning was.
but
It was October 12th, 2020.
Yeah.
I would be juiced. I would be
Man.
juiced if I were you, Damien. You
I
dominated
am.
tonight, both races.
Look,
Everyone knew
do-
you were here. That 83 car doing Johnny Thomas proud. How does that make you feel?
wanted to let people know it's been a while. I didn't want them to know how long it actually has been. Okay.
It's been a hot minute.
But you know, once they needed somebody to fill in for Johnny, and first off, I want to say, prayers out to Johnny and his family and everything, and we're thinking about you, and glad I can do the 83 proud while you're not here. But the season really set up. The first 3 weeks are tracks that I really enjoy. I mean, Daytona, I love super speedway racing in this car, and Homestead and Iowa are probably right up there as my favorite tracks, along with Martinsville. On the game. So it set up quite well for me to do. I mean, if I'm luckily enough to be in the car next week, I doubt it goes this well, but Iowa's just a fun place to race.
So have you looked into, at some point, we're probably going to see Johnny Thomas back in that 83. Have you tried working anything out with as far as maybe getting one of those promoter rides or being kind of just that general super sub to run some more of these events?
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it to Vic. Actually, I was trying to actually get a car in full time, and I missed the deadline by one day. And Vic told me, he's like, "Hey, I made it a hard deadline. We can't let anybody else in." And I was a little bit bummed by that. And then Johnny, I was working with David and the guys over at Sat Racing and man, I messed that up. Sad Racing and Cat Racing to fill in on certain races. And then it came up that they needed somebody in the 83 car, and it was kind of already that. So I got some other races with them lined up already. And then, as long as Johnny needs me to fill in, I'm here. And then if if it's going along well, then and we need to get into a promoter car, we'll address that future with Vic. But right now, just taking it week by week and having fun with it.
I think it's going well, man.
Yeah, so
think it's
far
going
so
well.
good. Yes.
You're gonna catapult yourself up into the standings there, but I know I raced every lap with about 20 laps tonight. But do you have anyone that you have to thank out there, sponsorship wise, maybe spotter wise? Maybe a little shout out for them.
I'd like to thank TJ Majors for being up on the spotters booth today, and Chad Knaus for cussing at me the one time I hit Johnny there.
As you should.
No, but Ryan Lutz. I mean, I can't say enough of what what Lutz does for me just behind the scenes and on iRacing. I've learned a lot from him, and he's helped me really become the iRacer that I am today. And he's taught me a lot about tire saving and when to make certain moves and when to back off. So having him in my ear, first time he's actually been on the spotter for me this way, and not just me spotting for him. I'd say it worked out pretty well, and he said he might retire now that he's got 100% win percentage in 2 different races. But and then sponsors the Batflip podcast. It's my podcast actually, so it's a little self promotion here. So I'm sorry for that, but it's a baseball podcast. It's weekly. We're actually just in the process of starting a YouTube channel as well, and uploading them as there. But you can find on all the social media handles. It'll be at the Batflip podcast.
All right, yeah, go check it out indeed. And with that, we'll wrap up the interview here. Again, congratulations, Damian, and hopefully we'll see you next week at Auto Club Speedway, and you can go give her a little bit of hell next week as well.
Hopefully, Auto Club's a short track by that time.
Yeah,
Nope.
Nope. Hate to burst your bubble. That's not happening anymore.
Nope.
It can't come soon enough for us California people.
Yeah, although Auto Club is really kind of coming to its own in real life, I felt like, but oh well. But again, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's a great on track product, but when you're there in person, it's a very poor product.
Yeah, well, I'm in the Midwest here. I got Michigan to deal with, so I feel the pain there. So.
Oh yeah.
I got Homestead.
I know how that goes. Oh, a good Homestead.
You have a good one.
Brag about your awesome track.
My favorite track.
See you, Damien. Love you.
Later, guys.
See you, Damien. All right, and that will wrap it up. And with that, for any closing statement here, Tate, of what the action we've seen out here tonight.
I mean, from my driver's seat, it pretty much stunk. I mean, I was stuck in the first race and got wrecked in the second race. But if you guys have anything else to add, I mean, you guys got a better view from it than I did. I'm sure you guys saw more crashes than that. But
yeah, it just seems to me like tonight was just an off night for the majority of the drivers. It's one of those nights where everybody's driving home just in silence.
Yeah, it was kind of full moon-esque out there tonight, but
which it is a full moon.
Yeah,
and
it
Carlos,
is.
I know it's like 11:20 over there, bro. You probably got stuff to do in like 6
hours, I got to shower. I gotta shave. I gotta sleep for work tomorrow.
Yes, same here. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in tonight for the Aw Shucks 140 here at Iowa. Be sure to tune in next week for the race at Auto Club, which is going to be the Twitch TV Nurse Aviator 128 at Auto Club for Carlos Tate and I know it's sad, but for Carlos Tate and myself, have a good night. Thank you for tuning in, and good night now.